Hi everyone, my name is Luke Velardi, and today I'm proud to share with you my life design project. It's called All Cancer Matter, aka Spread the Cause. When I started this project, I knew I wanted it to come from the bottom of my heart. Life design gave you the opportunity to connect something personal to something meaningful. For me, that was cancer, and specifically how it affected my family. This isn't just a topic to me, it's my story, and it's the story of many other families as well. Why did I choose this topic? In August of 2023, my mom was diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer. Even though the doctors caught it early, just hearing the word cancer connected to my mom, flipped my world upside down. I felt scared, I felt confused, and I didn't know really what to think of it. I didn't even know what was going to happen. And even though people told us it was going to be okay, it didn't always feel that way for me. Watching my mom stay strong through treatments, tests, chemo, made me realize something about cancer and how it affects more than just the person going through it. It affects everyone around them. And as I started to research and learn more, I noticed something else. Some cancers get more attention from others. Breast cancer gets a lot of awareness, with it being the month that gets the most recognition in October. We see pink ribbons everywhere in October. But what about all the other types of cancers? What about pancreatic cancer, or liver cancer, or brain cancer, or everything else, etc.? Those matter too, and that's why I chose this topic. I wanted to say out loud that all cancers matter, every single one of them, and it's okay. And this is why this has inspired me to focus on this project and really branch out to ultimately save lives. Okay, so what have I done? So once I had my purpose, I knew I didn't want this just to be research on paper. I wanted to take action. I started learning more about the American Cancer Society, as I really learned that would be my partner with who I'll be donating to all my money. So I started a GoFundMe, and throughout this time, after the feedback night and the exhibition night, I really branched out into learning about what people have to say. So this fundraiser has really helped me, because I've also used this to spread it out to my friends, family, and my community. I also use social media to talk about my project and spread awareness about the different types of cancers, not just the common ones, obviously. And over time, I've raised a whopping $1,320. That money will really help fund research, fund families, and support fighters and survivors of this disease. But honestly, what meant even more to me were the conversations I had, really. All the people's parents, siblings, grandparents really helped, and it touched in my heart that I knew that I was making a difference. This showed me that I wasn't alone, and that this was making people's lives and making their differences. So, this leads me to my big day. On May 17th, 2025, I'll be doing a shake a can in front of Velardi Brothers on Moorestown on the Green. For that day, I'm preparing not just to share facts, but to share feelings. I will be outside of Velardi Brothers, sharing my thoughts and sharing my project. Hopefully, people will be inspired and donate as much money as possible to ultimately raise as much as possible for my GoFundMe and for my project. This is also a celebration of how far I've come, not just as a student, but as a person. What have I learned? I've learned that every cancer diagnosis has a human being behind it. A parent, a child, a teammate, a teacher, and some cancers get talked to a lot, but others don't. I learned that cancer doesn't just affect individuals, it affects entire families too. But that's just not the main thing I took away from this. I learned that throughout this project, so much more than just facts about cancer that I've taken away from. Yes, I know that there are many types of cancers, and each of them have their own colors, symptoms, and treatments. I understand how early detection can save lives, and that really helped my mom. And how research is consistently working towards better cures. But the biggest lessons weren't just scientific, they were human. I've learned how strong people are, even when they're scared. I've learned how much support and can mean to someone who's fighting for their life. I've learned that cancer is less important even if it gets less attention. Every story matters. I've also learned how powerful it is to speak up and advocate for something bigger than myself. This project gives me a voice, and with it, I chose to stand for these who might not have the strength to speak. It's taught me the importance of compassion and listening, and use of my knowledge to make a difference. Maybe most importantly, I've learned that awareness is the first step towards change. If more people learn, more people care. And when people care, things start to happen. My end note and my end goal that I've taken away from my project is my mom's diagnosis changed my life. But throughout the project, I found a way to turn that into action, and action into impact. And all I've learned that I could be a leader, not just in school, but in life, by choosing to come and speak up and do something meaningful. Thank you.